Well, good evening to all pro wrestling fans of all shapes and sizes from all around the world. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk Live edition brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming. I'm your host, your MC, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. It is Tuesday night, March 4th of 2025. It's been a slow start to the week, but I'm here. Hope everybody's so far having a good start to the week. Hanging in there, but, pushing forward as best as I can. So, let's talk tonight. Let's talk pro wrestling. There's a handful of things I want to talk about, actually. Let's see. Gonna talk more World Wonder Ring Stardom. Gonna take a deeper dive into the Cinderella Tournament. Going to talk Tam Nakano and her now freelance status. Gonna talk a little bit of Saori Namba from TJPW, with some sad news there. Let's see. Iyo Sky was able to dethrone Rhea Ripley on Monday Night Raw and become the new Women's World Champion in the WWE. Gonna also give my preview of the upcoming New Japan Pro Wrestling 53rd anniversary show, which is just 2 days away. So the full card for that has been announced, so I'm gonna give my preview of that. But yeah, got quite a bit to talk about. So, oh man, where do we start? Well, I guess let's go ahead and talk Saori Namba. So, just about a day ago, or actually, not that long ago, Saori Namba, who is the ring announcer for Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, I'm sorry. I believe she's been the ring announcer for TJPW ever since the beginning. I could be wrong. But yeah, she's the ring announcer. Had a mini press conference and announced that she will be graduating from TJPW in June. That's right, she will be leaving and stepping down as ring announcer for TJPW. Definitely very shocking. I don't think anybody saw that move coming. So the deal is, her graduation will be on June 22nd. Excuse me. Her graduation will be on June 22nd at Ryogoku KFC Hall. But there will be a special event, pretty much, either dedicated to her or produced by her, one of the two, called Namba Saori's Dream Come True Special. And that will be held at Shinkiba First Ring. That's on June 14th. So that's pretty much about a week before her graduation day. And she opened up some about the reason that she has come to this decision, which apparently Saori Namba is going to be moving to Vancouver, Canada. And word is that she's going to become a Japanese language teacher. Interesting. Very interesting. Not something I would have imagined for her to go with, but honestly, if that's what she wants to do, then hey, I'm happy for her. TJPW won't be the same without Saori Namba ring announcing, and just her energy and just what she really brings to that promotion as the ring announcer. So she's pretty much irreplaceable. She's irreplaceable. But yeah, interesting decision. I believe Saori Namba is in her 30s. I want to say mid or early 30s. So she's not like up in age or anything. But yeah, I guess she wanted to go overseas and I guess be closer to America without exactly being in the US. So it's interesting. It's interesting. I think it caught all of us off guard. I don't think anybody saw this coming. But, I mean, I'm happy for her. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't take this so much as her retiring. Because remember, she's graduating from TJPW. That doesn't necessarily always mean retiring. I mean, after all, look at Yuka Sakazaki. She retired from TJPW, but yet she's still wrestling in AEW. It's much different than, say, Nao Kakuta, who did retire. You know what I mean? So there's a difference. But honestly, I mean, I'm happy for her. And whatever she decides with this, I hope it goes well. I really do. I hope it goes well. I hope this new career path goes well. And she didn't completely close the door on ring announcing or the idea of coming back. But, I mean, she apparently has plans. I don't know if she's, like, married or has any kids or has, or anything like that. But, I mean, sounds like this was something that she's been wanting to do. So, I hope it goes well. I really hope it goes well. I'm happy for her. It's sad to see her go, but I understand she's got to do what she's led to do and what she feels, is where her heart is at. So, gonna miss you, Saori Namba. Gonna miss you. Alright, let's check the chat. Gus, welcome to the stream, says, evening, Jason. Off topic, thoughts on the Cena heel turn? Well, being that this is his retirement year, hey, they gotta make it count, right? 1 second.
What the heck is this?
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. They gotta make it count. With this being his final year as a pro wrestler, hey, quite a way to make a statement by turning heel. Something that hasn't happened in 20 years with John Cena. So you know what? Well played. Well played. I can dig it. Kane, welcome to the stream. Whoever's going to replace Namba and TJPW, it will be tough because I don't think there has ever been a ring announcer that had more personality than her, and she can't be replaced. She's definitely irreplaceable, especially, as the person she is and just with the job she's done. But I am curious to see who they could consider replacing her. I mean, do they just bring somebody brand spanking new, or do they bring in a familiar face? I don't know. I mean, like I said, she still has plenty of shows left. I mean, it's only the beginning of March. Her graduation isn't until June 22nd. So, So, I mean, in all honesty, I'm happy for her. I'm really, really happy for her. So, yeah. But I wish her the best. Gus says, I can't believe Zack Sabre Jr. dropped the title so soon. Is he hurt? Nah, he's not hurt, Gus. Was it soon? Yes. But you also got to keep in mind who won the title. You got to remember, this is Hiroki Goto. This was his first IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. And you have to remember, he's been with New Japan Pro Wrestling since 2003. That's a long time. That's a long time. So that's what? 22 years to finally win this? And he's not getting any younger? Honestly, he had been long overdue for this title. I mean, yeah. Was Zack Sabre Jr.'s run short? Sure. But at the end of the day, just like they accomplished with Zack Sabre Jr. finally winning this title, they went ahead and did the same with Hiroki Goto. And I'm not mad about it. Especially considering, you know, I've been a long time Hiroki Goto fan. But it was getting to that point where if they're not going to do it sooner or later, it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? And Goto has been ready. If you ask me, I have been very confident that he was ready to hold that title. Especially considering somebody that has won a New Japan Cup, not once, not twice, but 3 times, and has even won a G1 Climax. And I hate to point it out, but something that a lot of people's favorites, Will Ospreay, has never done. But yet Hiroki Goto has won a G1 Climax. I'm just saying. Multiple World Tag Leagues. Like, honestly, he deserved it. Just as much as Zack Sabre Jr. deserved to win this title finally, Hiroki Goto definitely deserved a run with this title. And I think it would have been pretty messed up if he had finished his career never holding this title. Not to mention, he has one of the most devastating finishing moves. That GTR is sick. But no, Zack Sabre Jr. is not hurt. No, he's definitely not hurt. As a matter of fact, he just competed at GCW, if I remember correctly. He just competed not long ago. Kane says, I hope Tomoka Inaba will do well in the Cinderella. If she gets eliminated in the first round, I would probably lose a little interest I have for this year's tournament. I mean, I'm already kind of 50-50 on it, which, you know, I'll get to in a second. I'm already kind of 50-50 on it just with, you know, this format that they're doing. But, I mean, the thing is, she's not signed to Stardom, so there's always that's a little something there to consider, the fact that she's still not signed to Stardom. Same thing with Azusa and the others, the few others that are in the tournament. But it's going to be hard. You know, first round matchup is against Hanan, so this is going to be hard. Goto. Yeah. I marked out like crazy when he won the title. I mean, I marked out when he won the Battle Royal at Wrestle Kingdom. I was there live for that, so I was very happy. I didn't think he was going to get the title shot so soon. I was thinking he probably wasn't going to get the title shot until like Dominion or something like that. But hey, I'm all cool with it. But I'm definitely happy for Hiroki Goto. Let's see. You know what? Let's talk about, since I guess let's go ahead and jump into Stardom. Let's jump into Stardom. Oh, Gus says, hearing that Shibata wants to challenge for the IWGP title at Forbidden Door in London. I love the idea. I love that idea. I mean, Shibata and Goto go way back. I believe they were high school classmates, if I remember correctly. So honestly, I love it. They have a lot of history. I'm all for it. Shibata and Goto, sign me up. So let's get into some Stardom talk. Okay. Might as well go ahead and dive into it. So officially, oh my god, this is crazy. This is really crazy. So let me get this right. So we had the loser leaves Stardom match between Saya Kamitani and Tam Nakano. Saya pins Tam Nakano. And yes, there was a lot of interference, Cosmic Angels and Hate just going back and forth. There's a lot of shenanigans and interference. I get that. But Saya beats Tam. Pins her 1, 2, 3 to win the match. Now, I gotta mention this. Do keep in mind that, looking over the years, Saya Kamitani has now beaten Tam Nakano to win the Wonder Stardom Championship. She's beaten Tam Nakano at Dream Queendom to win the World of Stardom Championship, which I was there for. And now she just sent her packing from Stardom, beating her in this match. This loser leaves Stardom match. So that says something. It's at the point where Saya Kamitani is literally the kryptonite of Tam Nakano. I just got to keep it real. But here's the thing, and this really makes Saya Kamitani look kind of sus. So despite all that, and like I said, kudos to Stardom on this strategy to sell out Corcoran Hall. I mean, it worked. But now Saya is like, you know what? I'm going to just give you one more chance. Not only am I going to put the title on the line at All-Star Grand Queendom, but this time, the loser must retire. And I'm just like, for Saya to be the heel, and the heel is giving the baby face, the one who she just beat, another chance. That's not really a good look with Saya being this mega heel and is giving Tam another chance. Like, already that part of it looks very sus, and it's not that great of a look on Saya Kamitani. And my guess is they're trying to play this up like there's still a little bit of a heart left in Saya Kamitani, which I don't know about that, but it is what it is. Gus says, did Okada drink too much sake booking this match? Maybe. And then, so check this out. So first they removed Tam Nakano from the roster, from the website, Stardom website. And then they had a press conference recently to, talk about Cinderella Tournament and Tam Nakano's status. So it was declared by Mr. Okada that Tam Nakano is officially a freelancer. No longer contracted to Stardom, but a freelancer. And any commitments, any bookings that she already has scheduled at Stardom, she's still going to honor, with All-Star Grand Queendom potentially being the last. So, can you really say that she's left Stardom? It sounds more like just this is their way of kind of getting around that by her not being under contract to Stardom and competing as a freelancer. So, already, the way they did that, very sus. Kane says, that was total nonsense and basically false advertising to sell out Corcoran Hall. I mean, it worked. That's all I can say is it worked. And you know they wanna sell 100,000 tickets for All-Star Grand Queendom, and honestly, they're probably gonna do it. Over at Yokohama Arena, they're probably gonna do it. Gus says it's called booking yourself in a corner. Yeah, pretty much. Now, a couple of things with this. All right, first off, let me talk to the Tam fans. Now, hold on a second. Before I dive into this, let me remind the Tam fans. Let me remind y'all of something, because I know folks are going to start saying, "Oh, you're a Tam hater. Oh, you're a Tam hater. You're talking about Tam. Oh, you're a Tam hater." Let me just show this one thing right quick. Do keep in mind that I have met Tam Nakano. This was last year at the Spark Joshi show in Philly. You see, I'm rocking a Cosmic Angels shirt, which I still have. I have a couple of different factions shirts. So let's not act like and start accusing me of being a Tam hater when I don't even have any hatred or any issue with her. I think she's great in the ring, and it was an honor meeting her. We had a great interaction. So I don't want to hear no bull crap from any of you Tam stans or Tam marks about me being a hater towards Tam when I freaking met her. I don't want to hear jack. So, wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way before folks start putting words into my mouth. Okay. Now, looking at what Tam has been able to accomplish. She's accomplished a lot. You know, especially title-wise, storyline-wise. I mean, she's done quite a bit through numerous factions, you know, with Stars, with even Oedo Tai, you know, all the way to starting her own, which, Kozen, Cosmic Angels. And Cosmic Angels has done well, especially when it came to the Artist of Stardom Trios titles. You know, they've done well and had quite some awesome talent with her, Mina Shirakawa, Natsupoi, even Mai Sakurai for a little bit, even though she was a much better fit than Donna Del Mundo, let's keep it real. But she's done well. But let's get something straight. And you know, I've even had to go back and forth with a few Tam fans about this. Can we stop acting like both of her World of Stardom Championship runs were great. Y'all know dang on well those 2 red belt runs were not that great. Come on now. Let's keep it real. One of them, it was unfortunate that she got injured. It was unfortunate. But it did hurt the run. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It hurt the run. That's like saying Finn Balor, had an excellent run as WWE Universal Champion. Yes, he made history becoming the first, but he got injured and had to relinquish. Therefore, the title run was bad. It was unfortunate due to injury, but it doesn't change the fact that it hurt the title run. It hurt the title run. So I'm just keeping it real. Just keeping it real. And then, the second title run, number 1, she lost it on the 3rd defense. And number 2, she did nothing to earn that title shot in the first place. Come on now. We're talking about somebody. Say what you want about Tam Nakano, but this was still somebody that went winless in the 5-star Grand Prix. Winless. Winless. One more time. Winless in the 5-star Grand Prix. But yet she got a title shot anyway. And won. Come on now. We gotta put fandom aside and look at the logical picture of these things. Y'all know she didn't earn that title shot. Y'all know she didn't deserve that title. Not that second run. No. Come on now. Come on now. Especially considering Micah, who went undefeated in the 5-star Grand Prix, by the way. Undefeated. But yet they ended up putting it on Tam. It's crazy. It's ridiculously crazy. But yeah, let's stop acting like Tam had great red belt runs. All the other titles, sure. All the other titles, sure. Like that first Wonder of Stardom championship run, pretty decent. Pretty dang on decent. The second one, not so much. But Artist of Stardom, Wonder of Stardom, I wish the Goddess of Stardom tag title run could have been a little better, because I do like Meltier. Her and Natsupoi, I thought that was an awesome tag team. I wish they would have had those titles longer. But I love that tag team. Gus says Yokohama Arena holds 17,000. I mean, how else could they sell out that place? I mean, remains to be seen. But I already know a couple of people that purchase a ticket that are going to be flying out, just because that is potentially going to be Tam's last match. Kane says, I like Tam, but getting a title shot when she finished at 0 points was absolute nonsense, and then defeating the one who had a perfect tournament in her first defense made it worse. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. It was ridiculous. It was very ridiculous. And I mean, just... And the thing is, going to this match at All-Star Grand Queendom, I'm going to tell y'all right now, it's going to look even worse if Tam somehow wins this match and beats Saya. It's going to make it even worse. If anything, I feel like they're just delaying the inevitable with Tam. But if they pull a swerve and have Saya lose, then that's going to really be a ginormous slap in her face. Especially considering someone who had went through quite a lot, especially last year, you know, being harassed at meet and greets, you know, Queen's Quest ending, Utami leaving to go to Marigold. But middle of the year and on, joined Hate, became Regina de Wave champion, won the Catch the Wave tournament, became Red Belt champion. So things really started to go her way. And honestly, I'm happy for her. I am. So, Gus says this could be Tam's last trip to the States, WrestleMania weekend. Yeah, I think there's a chance that she makes that trip. You know, now that they have this sort of setup, I think there's a good chance she makes that trip. I could definitely see it. But yeah, just All-Star Grand Queendom, you know, being potentially the final curtain call for Tam Nakano. Which I fully do expect. I do think she's going to end up losing. Gus says, Tam wins. Can you say John Cena go away heat? Honestly, the only thing I know is that'll make the Tam fans extremely happy. And I mean, but even with that, see what's messed up about it? Even with that, I mean, what more good does it do for her? Because remember, she's not part of Stardom anymore unless this is their way of reinstating her or re-signing her by her winning at All-Star Grand Queendom, which would just be ridiculous because it should not be at the cost of Saya having to retire. And then there's been a whole lot of talk about the whole lame brain idea of, well, maybe the Cinderella Tournament winner can use that wish and reinstate Tam or reinstate Saya. Like, there was even an idea about Sayaka Kurara pleading that she would sacrifice herself to join Hate if Tam stays reinstated. It's like, come on now. Now y'all just overbooking the mess out of this. But, yeah, just... It's a booking nightmare, if you ask me. If you ask me, it's a booking nightmare, but... It is what it is. But, yeah, I still see Tam losing. I mean, mainly because it would be really messed up. With her going through the amount of losses, you know, high-stake losses to Saya, only to turn around and win this match and Saya must retire? No. That would be a big, ginormous slap in her face. And it would be messed up. Plain and simple as that. Tam fan or not, it would be messed up. But we'll see what happens. I mean, April 27th, we got a ways to go. But yeah. So Gus says Saya is not retiring. She's too young and she would have to drop the Regina de Wave title. Yeah, she would have to drop that title, but she's not too young. Nah, age don't have anything to do with it. Remember, Himeka retired. Don't forget that. Himeka retired in her mid-20s. Age has nothing to do with it. Nah, age has nothing to do with it. I mean, Saya's 28 years old and whatnot, but nah, age has nothing to do with it. Because it's not like Himeka was injured. She just wanted to end her career on a healthy note. But she was in her mid-20s. Arisa Hoshiki, I believe she was in her 20s when she retired. So yeah, age ain't don't have anything to do with it. And with Tam is only like what, 36? Maybe 38 or something like that. She's not that much different age from Shuri, and Shuri just turned 36. Momokogo next month turns 40. So it's like, Kane says, I miss Arisa Hoshiki. Me too. Had one of the best Cinderella tournament runs. Michael, welcome to the stream. NC Mini Con this weekend, Durham, North Carolina Armory. 2 other events going on. Happy what I saw upcoming in the wrestling events. Oh, yeah? Gus says, could Saya be like, I don't have the itch for this anymore, so I'm going to retire? Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. Glenn, welcome to the stream. Says, this whole thing with Tam just gives me a headache. You, me, many others. You, me, and many others. Okay. Let's get into the Cinderella tournament. Let's pull up this bracket. Let's pull up this bracket. Now, okay. Here's the bracket. Here's my thing. I'm 50-50 on the idea of this being potentially the new format of the Cinderella tournament going forward. So, just be prepared for that. Glenn says, but let me say this, not a lot of wrestlers could sell 100,000 tickets. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, even with the way they sold out Corcoran Hall, I mean, it's a sneaky strategy. But I mean, if they're able to pull it off at Yokohama Arena, then I mean, kudos to them. Do I think they'll hit 100,000? No. And then again, Yokohama only holds 17,000, so they won't be able to do it there. I mean, but honestly, I don't think Stardom will ever hit that number, especially not anytime soon. I don't think they could really hit that number. I don't think they have the strength. I think they're a long ways away. Honestly, shoot, I even wonder if I'll still be here if they ever hit that number. I'm just saying. Okay. So with this format, Cinderella Tournament this year is made up of the young rookies and the lesser experienced. My thing is this. If they really wanted to do a rookie tournament, why couldn't they have just done the rookie tournament like they did last year with the one that Victoria Yuzuki won? Why couldn't they have just done that for the rookies? You know what I mean? But now they're factoring into the Cinderella tournament. But I will say this. If this is the format that they're going to do going forward, then I think the 5-star Grand Prix should only be for the heavy hitters. For the main heavy hitter talent. Not for rookies. I think that's only fair. That if they are to go this route going forward, with the Cinderella tournament being more dedicated for the rookies, then the 5-star should be for the main heavy hitters. Plain and simple as that. Gus says, I don't think Stardom could sell out the Tokyo Dome on their own. Nope, they couldn't. They couldn't. Hate to say it. I would love for them to prove me wrong. I would welcome it. But I don't think it's going to happen either. Okay. So, Cinderella Tournament starts March 8th, which I believe is this Saturday. So, pretty much the first and second rounds will be on Saturday and Sunday. So March 8th and 9th. And then the rest of the tournament, the semifinals and finals, will be on March 15th, which is next week. All right, y'all. Let's look at these first round matchups. First round matchups, we're going to start from the left. So, Sayaka Kurara versus Ryohei. To be honest, I think this is a easy pick. I think it's most likely going to be Sayaka Kurara that advances. So I'm picking her over Ryohei. Damien, welcome to the stream. Says this kind of feels like the Mae Young Classic. Well, this is not quite. I mean, there's not a whole lot of outside talent. I mean, the only outside talent that's in this tournament, it's 3 people. Tomoka, the Inaba sisters, and Tabata. Those are the only outside talent in this tournament. So, it's definitely different. It's definitely different. Okay, so let's see. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, I'm picking Sayaka Kurara to defeat Ruka. Alright. We got Akira Kuragane versus Rana Yagami. I think this should be another simple one. I'm going Rana Yagami to defeat Akira Kuragane and advance to the second round, or to the quarterfinals. Okay. This one I'm pretty conflicted on, but I think I pretty much got an idea. Aya Sakura versus Hanako. Oof. Like, I think Hanako would probably take this, but I would not be against an upset, but I don't think it's going to happen. Honestly, I feel bad for Aya Sakura, you know, her being paired in the first round to Hanako, but I just don't see Hanako losing. So, I think Hanako beats Aya Sakura. But hey, no reason to fret, because remember, she's got a Sendai Girls World Junior Championship match coming up in about a week and a half. So, still a lot for her to look forward to. And her and Yuna Mizumori are #1 contenders to the Stardom New Blood Tag Team titles. So, it's not all bad for Aya Sakura. Okay. Interesting matchup here. Azusa Inaba versus Rion. Once again, another opportunity for Rion to finally get her first singles victory. But I'm not so sure it's going to happen. I would love for it to happen, but I can't really see her beating Azusa. So I'm going to say Azusa Inaba gets the victory. But I do think Rion will finally get her first singles victory before the end of this year. Alrighty, let's see. This one is probably the most difficult one to pick. And that's last year's winner, Hanan, versus Tomoka Inaba. Whew. This is going to be a really tough match. I like both ladies. I've met Tomoka Inaba while I was in Japan. She's really cool. But to be honest, I would hate to see Tomoka Inaba eliminated in the first round, but I can understand why. Being that I don't see her, as much as it would be cool to see her win this tournament, being that she's not signed to Stardom, I can't see them pulling the trigger on that. Let's see.